Hi Lillian, can you describe your business or your organization and what it is that you do there?
Hi, I'm Lillian Cooke with Dylan's Dogs for Diabetes. I'm the treasurer. And what Dylan's Dogs for Diabetes does is help people with type 1 diabetes afford their monthly medical supplies or purchase and train a diabetic alert dog. Because a dog's sense of smell is up to 10 times greater than humans, and dogs can sense when your blood sugars go too high or too low, and alert the parents if our client happens to be a 2-year-old. The main challenges we have as a nonprofit is just getting the word out there, letting the community know we're here, getting the publicity out to raise the funds. So we decided to partner with Tish Hardricks and Associate to write some grants for us, to give us some advice on how to publicize ourselves on social media and various platforms. I heard about you from a friend who runs a different nonprofit. She and I were talking one day and she said she had partnered with Tish Hardrick to write grants because I wanted to find grants for Dylan's Dogs for Diabetes. She sung the praises of Tish, so I called Tish, made an appointment, loved the information she gave me, thought the price was reasonable, talked to my board of directors, and it was a thumbs up. Receiving the first grant, I almost had tears in my eyes, and I'm not an emotional person. That grant helped us get a dog for 2 families. We were working with the parents of a 4-year-old here in Madison, and they just wanted help raising money for their child. Parents don't sleep at night when they have a child with type 1 diabetes because they're afraid the child will go into a diabetic coma in the middle of the night. We worked with the parents of this 4-year-old, helped them find a dog, helped them, connected them with a trainer. That was half of the grant. The other half of the grant, we're working with the parents of a 2-year-old in Kentucky. This is a single income family. They're struggling to raise the money because they don't have a wide network to go with. Just so you know, Dylan's Dogs for Diabetes does not pay for the dogs outright. We work with our clients to raise the money. The support that Dylan's Dogs received throughout the grant writing process was phenomenal. David was the person who worked with me on submitting the information for the grant. I'm an over the phone kind of person, a Zoom kind of person, and David said, no, you have to come into my office because one question will lead to another, and he took it really, really serious. He asked me the tough questions, things I hadn't really thought about, but he was thorough. He was very encouraging, keeping me informed as to when he submitted a grant with a different company. I felt like I was loved throughout. Well, the process isn't over, but I felt the love. I mentioned the 2 dogs we had placed with the parents of a 2-year-old and the parents of a 4-year-old. I think that is significant. We got a second grant because of Tish Hardrick and Associates. There were no stipulations on it as to what we could use it for. So we held our first annual virtual 5K last year. We didn't get the traction we needed because this was our first one. We learned a lot. So we're having our second annual virtual 5K this November. It will be held November 14th through 20th, 2024. We give you a week to walk it, run it anywhere you want. You can walk on your treadmill at home. You can run at the gym. You can walk your neighborhood. I recommend that you get a group of your coworkers and walk it as a team. Get a group in your neighborhood and walk it as a team. You can walk and talk at the same time. If you don't want to walk or run, you don't have to. Just go to the website, www.dq.org, register to participate. Then you can sit on your patio with a nice iced tea, post a video to the website and say, I participated. I would advise other businesses that are considering working with you to go ahead and take the plunge. You want to get better known in the community, if you want to let the community know what you're here and what you're doing, if you want to increase your market share, Tish is the place to go. Tish Hardrick and Associate has a team of professionals that can do a little bit of everything. Social media marketing, website building, videos, advice, grant writing, you name it, she's got the team to do it. So if you have been thinking about it, at least sit down and talk with Tish or one of her associates. Before working with Tish Hardrick and Associates, we seeked funding via word of mouth, referrals, posting to our social media sites, and we didn't get a lot of traction. We would get likes, but not a lot of participation. One of the biggest problems we have is getting donations. It has gotten a bit easier since working with Tish Hardrick, but I'd still love that philanthropic person who wants to give back to the community and donate to Dylan's Dogs on a regular basis. We have a board of directors that no one gets paid. They're all volunteers. So our overhead is 5%. We have that for printing, for our website maintenance, for various things like that. But 95% of the money we raise goes directly to the client. Well, one is our social media posting. I was looking for someone to do social media posting for us because our social media manager is retiring. And Tish said, hey Lil, did you realize that's part of your contract? So one of Tish's associates does 2 social media posts for us every month, emails them to us, and all we've got to do is post them to the website. So I didn't have to go find the content. I didn't have to come up with the graphics. It is fantastic. The other thing is the grant writing, because I wanted to write grants. I wanted to submit for all kinds of grants. There's not enough hours in the day. And so the grant writing and the social media posts, I think, are 2 of the most important things that Tish Hardrick and Associates have done for Dylan's Dogs for Diabetes. Being a sponsor for the Dylan's Dogs virtual 5K gets your logo, your name on the back of our race shirts, gets you mentioned on all of our social media sites, gets you listed on our webpage as a sponsor, and gets you free registrations according to your sponsorship levels. You get up to 6 free registrations for your company. So please, 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 please go out there, go to our website, click on the flyer, and sponsor the 2nd annual virtual 5K.